This is Will Buchanan reporting for the Walk for Liberty.
It's day 42, May 25th, 2008.
I've been walking by myself for the past 3 days so that Brooke's feet could have a chance to heal.
Her feet were in a lot of pain the last couple days she had walked. I miss walking with her, but I also don't want her feet to get more injured either. Even though the landscape's pretty desolate looking for the most part, there's still some pretty wildflowers now and then. It's kind of strange, some of the things you see out here on the side of the road. This looks like a pool float for a drink. There are a lot of trail-looking things etched into the hillsides here. I wonder if these are cow paths. There does always seem to be a fence at some point up the hill along the side of the road. Another interesting mirage in the road. It's almost Escher-like. The left white line of the road nearest us seems to combine with the right white line of the road that goes off into the distance, and then maybe the middle part of the road kind of loops underneath somehow.
One aspect of having walked by myself the past 3 days is that I obviously have a lot more time to myself and to my own thoughts.
It's kind of hard for me to explain, but when Brooke was walking with me, even if she wasn't necessarily walking right beside me, and combined with the more interesting and varied landscapes we had had previously, seemed to take up almost all my attention.
Now, however, with Brooke not having walked with me the last few days,
and the landscapes that haven't varied much from 1 mile to the next,
had a lot more time to my own thoughts.
In a way, that's kind of nice, because it's partially how I had envisioned my walks on the Walk for Liberty.
Going forward, at least on the days that Brooke's not walking with me,
and on the days that the landscape's not particularly varied, I might start listening to Free Talk Live podcasts.
That used to be one of my favorite things to do before the Walk for Liberty when I was doing menial tasks such as washing dishes.
Since the walk has started, though, I haven't had much of a chance at all to listen to Free Talk Live.
Free Talk Live is a nationally syndicated 6-night-a-week radio show which I believe is currently on about 30 radio stations nationwide.
It's also broadcast over the internet, and each show is made into a podcast. The issues they talk about tend to be liberty-oriented, but they do it in a very entertaining fashion, and the two main hosts have a nice repartee.
It's very entertaining, and before I started the Walk for Liberty, I had listened to every show since I started listening to Free Talk Live, which was probably over a 2-year period. So if you're looking for a new addiction, a very healthy one would be listening to Free Talk Live.
Since all of their podcasts are free, you can find them at freetalklive.com. I walked 9.41 miles today. Here's my current position.
It's where it joins.
We're doing further diagnosis and repair work on the generator.
So it goes straight, but then it's
We've diagnosed the problem a little more than we had yesterday. It seems it might be possibly a problem with a crack in the flex line.
If we cut it way back, but...
With Brooke's dad's help, we were finally able to get the generator fixed. The problem turned out to be that the rubber fuel line had a crack in it, so we just had to cut it off and attach it back to the fuel filter. And after trying to start it 2 or 3 times, finally the generator started up again.
I've never done or even helped with a fix on an engine like that, so that feels pretty cool. By the way, Brooke's dad said the fact that we fixed that ourselves saved us at least $100.
This is Will Buchanan for blog.walkforliberty.com, signing off.